Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all, we back at it. We back at it, and we're gonna be at it. Okay, welcome, everybody. And these are my opinions, and my opinions are not necessarily based on facts. Everything I say is alleged. Okay, and the reason why I want to put that out there is because I'm only using my critical thinking on this case and taking what you all saying, your opinions, and I'm wrapping it up, the negative and the positive opinions, because we don't know what's going on here, but we do know there has been a kidnapping. Okay, I try not to get frustrated in this case, and sometimes I have to calm my little down. Y'all come on in, I'm gonna give y'all time enough to come in, okay? So we could talk about this. Wipe these glasses up, y'all. Y'all come on in now so we can talk. Wipe these glasses, honey. Happy birthday, Pisces. Okay, y'all. What we gonna do, y'all? Wait, y'all calm down. What's happening? What's up? Y'all, if you haven't got your membership, go ahead on and get your membership. Okay, so we can do this thing. Sometimes I want to take out in a members only section so we can talk. But but not everyone, you know what I mean? Okay, let's get into this. Let's forget what we learned on other channels. Let's keep up with what we learned on this channel. Okay, we have put two and two together. I have taken what you all said in this case. So what I did was got my notes right here, guys. My notes right here with all this stuff. Anything come to my mind, I pick it up. Now there has been some things going on since we were asleep last night and this morning, yesterday. Now, so I'm gonna get in a couple of things today. Now, the question what I have to say about this whole situation is that the family don't know the kidnapper, but the kidnappers know the family. Now, y'all, we've been paying attention to this case. We've been on this case, like I said, for a month. The real deals. Hey, nephew. You need to get your membership too. It ain't but $4. You pay $5 for $6 for cigarettes and stuff. But anywho, y'all, I want to get the reason why I want to get back. I'm gonna stay with Miss Nancy because they started the fire and we're gonna blow the fire out when we get ready. Now, some things that I do want to say before we do get into some updates. It's going to be something in this case every day. And I got frustrated last night. And I want to thank those who was in the chat told me, well, Lanita, don't get upset because I was getting upset. I'm not easy to get upset. I'm getting frustrated about this case. Now, something that I know about the kidnapper, in this case, everything changed. The data and the patterns matter in this case. The pattern, y'all language arts people, look, stay out of me. I was just a PE teacher talking like the children and the track coach. So you know your language and art. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about. So the data and the pattern of this kidnapper in this case matter to us over here on the channel, to the real deal. The data, what's going on in the pattern and the mind of this kidnapper and the decision making of the kidnapper. What is the kidnapper thinking now? See, Nancy came on, not Nancy, I keep calling her mama name. Savannah came on the other day. It sounded like she's saying her mama is unalive, but she didn't say that, but she said it, but she didn't. Okay, so if I was the person who kidnapped her, I was trying to get money at first. So if I'm still trying to get money, what is the mind and the matter of this and the decision making have this kidnapper thought about it? Probably didn't think that this case was going to explode like it is. It's nothing makes sense in this case. I started out saying it was weird. And y'all like, what's weird about the case? The whole case, I know it's something weird. Because it's not sounding right. Something weird is not sounding right. So I noticed something that the decision making and the pattern mind of this kidnapper. The kidnapper don't no longer want money to me. Why the kidnappers not asking for money from TMZ? From the first place, why did they go to TMZ? That's clumsy. That's a mistake. And the reason why I say that, they should have went to the family, or they should have went to the FBI or the sheriff. And the reason why I say that is because if you took Miss Nancy out of her home, well, then you know how to get in touch with the mama. You know how to get in touch with the family. Listen, y'all, what I'm saying, okay? Listen. We know Jesus loves everybody, but please get Jesus to help Miss Nancy right now. We definitely need Jesus to help Miss Nancy's case. Please, let's put some hope on her case. Let's get some hope on defining the. Please put, if you're a prayer person and you like to pray for Miss Nancy. Pray for the kidnapper. Pray for that decision, okay? I mean, God have our communication, but I need y'all to please pray and bless the Guthrie family. Okay? Now, like I said, the kidnapper has made a decision. Yeah, listen, y'all, don't get personal, please, y'all. Please, y'all. When I talk to y'all, I'm talking to 1,000 more of my subscribers, okay? I'm not, just because you see 2 people in the chat, I'm not just talking to them. I got other people that listen to me, okay? Now, don't get personal. If you're a personal person, you're in the wrong place. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to all my other people out there, okay? Stop getting personal with me because you don't know me. Okay, now get back to what I said. Now, making a decision with the kidnapper, the kidnapper don't know what decision to make now. I didn't intend for Miss Nancy to die. All I want was some money. And but what tripped me out was they could have got everything they want from the family. Ask yourself, why did they go to TMZ, y'all, for what? And they could have got the money from Nancy mama could have got on the TV. This kidnapping is so weird and out of place. So I took some notes down and I say, it's the data and the pattern matters in this kidnapping, y'all. We got to get outside the box and think differently now. Okay? Because we think something don't happen to Miss Nancy. Okay? So he has to make that kidnapper made a decision to kidnap her. To go in the middle of the night and take an 84-year-old woman who belongs to Nancy Guthrie out that house. But we can't just blame Nancy because everybody else make money too. Okay? All right. So, the perpetrator. What is the perpetrator thinking now? They no longer talking to TMZ. They no longer asking for money. Now we getting pictures of, now they decided to put pictures out there of the kidnapper coming past the house and all of that. Now listen. Only thing that kidnapper wanted was money. What's the problem? Because Nancy and her brother and sister was going to get him the money. Usually a kidnapper would want money. They don't want Miss Nancy. They want the money. But what happened? Everything don't happen because something don't happen to Miss Nancy. If something don't happen to Nancy, they think they're not going to get the money. Now, Savannah is a smart young lady. Her siblings are too. But she's using psychology on there. That girl know what she's doing up here. She know what she's doing up here. And she said, all right, then, we'll give you what you want and you give us what we want. That's what it's supposed to be about. What's the problem? They're not hurting. See, Savannah is not giving them what they want mentally. Savannah is not mentally. She's doing good. Listen to what I'm saying. She's doing good. But she outsmarting the kidnapper. She's mentally out. That girl's smart. And y'all got to pay attention to what Savannah is doing. She's smart. That's why they letting her talk. She's smart. She using psychology on them. And it's eating them up. I can eat a lot of people up using psychology on them. That's what Savannah is doing. And they don't want Savannah to think that her mama is unalive. That's why I told y'all I'm sticking with Savannah. So negotiation, there's nothing going on now, y'all. It's nothing going on. So the pattern of this kidnapper has changed. What is going on in the kidnapping thing now? He's not even, not even the group, not even talking about Bitcoins. They're not, something don't happen. Now, only thing to resolve this case was Nancy Guthrie. They want their mom. But something happened. They can't get them their mom back to them because they can't negotiate. Listen, y'all, they can't negotiate with, I don't have to be I don't have to be, anybody who think is smart know what I'm talking about. Anybody else, it's going to be hard for you to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, you got to think this case. This is not okay, let me go ahead and bake a cake and it's over with. No, it don't be over because you want it to be over. No, it don't work that way. You have to think outside the box in this case. This didn't happen the way it's supposed to happen. The kidnapper want a quick resolution. It didn't happen quick. I got what you want and you got what I want. Now, if you give me what I want, you can get what you want. They don't have anything to get them no more. The kidnapper don't have anybody, nothing. The kidnapper can't negotiate if they ain't got what they supposed to have to get back to the family, y'all. Come on now, y'all see what's going on in this case. You see it. So you have to ask yourself, where do it put us? Now, the sheriff said something. He knows what's going on to me. He knows what's going on. But he can't tell us, y'all. They can't tell us everything. Sometimes you can put stuff on social media and people, like y'all do, some of the people now, they'll put in what you say and change what you say to distract the whole image of the kidnapping, what's going on in the kidnapping. So I really do feel sorry for Nancy, Savannah and her siblings. But even if I get frustrated sometimes about this case, I don't know why they acting like that. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that I believe. These are just my opinions, and my opinions are not necessarily based on facts. It's research and thinking. Now, the family don't know who these people are. But they know who the family is. They know the family. But the family don't know them. But Savannah, psychological, seems like me, she got an idea who it is. The way she speaks. But the family don't know who this person is. Y'all, they're not going to let y'all say anything in the chat. So if you don't want to be on the channel, it's a billions of people on YouTube that can talk, okay? Now you can go somewhere else with these funny names. Go somewhere else, okay? This is my channel with my people. Go somewhere else, okay? Thanks. Now, because I ain't going, this is my channel. Now, finish what I was saying. The family don't know who the people are. But the people know who the family is. And the family is doing exactly what they should be doing. They doing exactly what they supposed to be doing here. Somebody know, y'all, who these people are. They in your check. They're coming around to everybody's check, and they know who these people are. They know who these people are. Somebody out there know who these people are. But the main thing is what has happened. It's cause something allegedly has happened to Miss Nancy, and everything just stopped. It wasn't supposed to get all this media attention, but the negotiator is tripping. Okay, somebody has information out there to solve this crime. Someone do. Now, let's get into what they have showed us today. Now, her station today's, we're going to break down some of the things. I'm going to play it all the way through and what's going on now, and then we're going to talk about it. You real deal. We're going to talk about it.
This morning, almost a month after Nancy Guthrie went missing, investigators still combing through surveillance footage from the area around her house. Yesterday, this new Ring camera video emerging, obtained by Fox News Digital, showing a car driving down a street around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy was taken. The street about 2.5 miles from her home, just outside that 2-mile perimeter where investigators had asked neighbors for any video they might have to help the case. The sheriff department saying they're aware of the car video. Authorities trying to piece together the puzzle of what happened to Nancy and answer the many questions that still remain, many of them on the minds of Savannah's loyal viewers who have flooded us with questions since Nancy went missing. One of the biggest, how did the suspect get into Nancy's home? We've asked the sheriff that several times. It's one of the things he just won't answer. How do you think the suspect got into the home? Was the door unlocked? Did they have a key?
So I'm not going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry, or my suspicions.
The sheriff also won't say if any blood was found inside the house, where the unknown's DNA was found at the property, or what other evidence they've sent out for testing, and if anything other than Nancy was taken from the home.
When you're transparent, it doesn't mean you just open your whole investigation up.
As for the current state of the case, one of you asked, what does it mean that the home is being given back to the Guthrie family? Former FBI Special Agent Brianna Fox says it's a standard part of the investigative process.
They feel like they've exhausted it in terms of every single piece of DNA, every single fiber, every single video camera.
Another question, do they have any credible new leads? Authorities haven't said, but since that emotional video from Savannah announcing a $1 million reward for information that leads to finding Nancy,
someone out there knows something.
Hundreds of new tips have flooded in, authorities still going through them. As everyone continues to search for answers, there have been overwhelming messages of support from viewers and Nancy's community. Everyone hoping Savannah's plea will be answered.
Help us bring our beloved mom home.
And another question that we've got is about staffing. What we know is that there are still scores of agents that are working this case, many of them boots on the ground here in Tucson. But a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that they're also now centering some of them out of the FBI field office in Phoenix. This by no means suggests that they are giving up on this case. They say this is just where their investigators can...
Okay, so what we're going to... Okay, baby, it's all right. So what I'm going to do... I'm just so used to doing it like that. I'm sorry, it's just... I've been teaching my health class with little children, honey, the middle school children and everything in high school. So, it's going to sound like I'm preaching. But but I the one had to take care of everybody's children while their children was at school. So what we're going to do, we're going to break down some things that happened. Okay, so I'm gonna start the video and then I'm gonna stop it because I just played the video all the way through. If you didn't see the video, just billions of channels out there you can go and watch. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is turn this video back over, and if you just came in, we talked about a whole lot before you came in, so try to catch up, or you can go back and look at the video. Okay, I want to take y'all back to here, right here.
This morning, almost a month after Nancy Guthrie went missing, investigators still combing through surveillance footage from the area around her house. Yesterday, this new Ring camera video emerging, obtained by Fox.
Okay. Now we have a Ring cam. Y'all know I'm talking about ring camera. I say ring cam. Come on now, don't be difficult. Okay,
Yesterday, this new
they have now they want to start giving us information. Now a ring camera. Now y'all want to show us a ring camera. I don't like one thing about me, y'all, and y'all is I don't let nobody try to play with my mind because this is my mind. I don't want to use psychology on you. You don't use it on me. But in this case right here, too much been going on in here mentally. You know what I mean with them in this case. But now they want to show us a car. Duh, a kidnapper has to have a car. They didn't go leave on a bicycle with Miss Nancy. So we knew it was a car. So why y'all just showing us the ring camera? Okay, why y'all showing us pieces of things that we already mentally know about the case by putting everybody's thoughts together? Okay, so why show us today that there is a ring that a car leaving her house? Of course. A car should be out there somewhere to take Miss Nancy in.
camera video emerging, obtained by Fox News Digital, showing a car.
Now, I want to go back to the car. It looked like one of the FBI's truck. So, let me go back.
Obtained by Fox News.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me take this back.
Video emerging, obtained by Fox.
Okay, I can see the truck good. It look like an FBI truck. I don't know why it didn't seem like somebody playing with Miss Nancy. Not Nancy, but the Guthrie family.
This new ring.
Okay, this case goes back to what I said earlier, that the family don't know who these people are. They don't. Right, Donna. They dragging the case. They are dragging it so bad until we already put it together. It's not supposed to go fast. This case is not supposed to be going fast. They trying to distract us now. They want us to leave the case, y'all. They want us to leave the case alone. No, y'all benefit us in that, so we're going to stay in this case. Because Savannah feel the same way we feel. Now, this truck leaving her house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now, they need to watch what they saying. If the truck is leaving the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, why would the kidnapper be playing with the camera at 2:15 early in the morning? It don't make sense. Now you're trying to make like that the car came. Okay, so in other words, you said the car pulled up at her house at 2 o'clock, or it's the car leaving her house. Let me go back to what they're saying. They're going to clear it up. Because we just caught on what they saying. They're going to clear it up, y'all, because we catching them. So they got to be careful what they say. He did the car. Let's see what he said about the truck again.
Still combing through surveillance footage from the area around her house. Yesterday, this new ring camera video emerging, obtained by Fox News Digital, showing a car driving down a street around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy.
Okay. The car is driven 2:30. They didn't say away from the house or to the house at 2:30 in the morning. So I'm trying to time the kidnapper. If the kidnapper was at the doorbell ring, the masked man was doing something at the doorbell ring at 2:15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you saying that it just took him like 40-some minutes just to run in out and take her out the house, out the bed? Come on now. No. He showed it. The camera caught. Right. Look, let's look at it again, what you just said. Come on now. Come on. Y'all know we real. We keep it real over here. We ain't going to play with you. Let's see which way, like Donna said, look like the car going two ways. Going that way. But y'all said that didn't nobody pick that up on the camera. That nobody
Almost a month
camera
after
was
Nancy Guthrie
working.
went missing, investigators still combing through surveillance footage from the area around her house. Yesterday, this new ring camera
Now going down that street. That's not what the report said earlier. Nobody ring cam caught that. Why didn't y'all tell us that at first? Since we was already on track of everybody thinking the same way. We're thinking the car going this way. The car going this way. Because I'm looking at the bushes. That bush right there.
video emerging, obtained by Fox News did.
And now you're going to say the car going... Well, and now the car going this way. Look, y'all, you can tell because... Listen. Watch it.
From the area around her house. Yesterday, this new ring...
The car going this way. And I think what it is, the camera is turned... Well, it really catching... It could be... I think the camera is really like going one direction in the way that the news people recorded it. Sometimes they can make mistakes because really the car is really going, we don't know what direction it's going, but it's going one way. It's going one way, Donna. And the reason why I can prove that it's going one way is this. You see this black thing right here? That thing right there, it's just the way the news people digitally put that thing out here. It's the way they put it out here. See?
Camera video emerging, obtained by Fox.
But it do look like it's going... But it could be going one way. It could be going one way because they go the thing again. I'm looking at this thing, this black thing right here. This black thing. So, like you said, the car could be, one thing about me, I'm not gonna boss nobody opinion out on this case. The car look like it's going and look like the car is coming. You're right about that. Let's stay on it, y'all. Let's stay on it. Now, let's break this down.
News Digital, showing a car driving down a street around 2:30.
She said the car driving down the street. What's a real circus, Steve? But look, we're gonna play this circus game with them, okay? Especially with this kidnapping. I'm so tired of him. The kidnapper don't froze up because Miss Nancy wasn't supposed to die. No, not die. I apologize. Something happened to Miss Nancy, okay, doing this thing. But look, now, what I can say, that's why I can't read. I try to respect y'all, but since I don't have a mod, that's why I talk to y'all, but I ain't gonna be able to do that. Now, let me see what I'm about to say. I be trying to respect y'all, looking at, it's gonna be kind of hard, I don't have a mod, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to read the, chat and try to remember what I'm going to say, my thought process. But let me see what they say. I was going to say right here. So if I don't answer to y'all in the chat, I apologize. It just, I'm trying to do something. Hey, baby. I'm doing good. And I hope you're doing good too. Okay? Here we go.
A car driving down a street around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy was taken. The street about 2.5 miles from her home.
There goes somebody on this side. And you know, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all, I hit the wrong button. Hey, Daddy. Now, this here go the truck. The truck. How do they know that this truck is leaving Miss Nancy's house? How do they know that this truck is I want to know, how do they know that the truck is leaving Miss Nancy's house? Can they prove digitally? Show us? Y'all put the people in it. So the people, what we got to do as a community, since it's all about social media, we got to work together, not against each other, when it comes down to this case. Because they want you to see and they don't want you to see. Somebody is watching this. They watching everything that's going on that is involved in this kidnapping. Now,
Just outside that 2-mile perimeter where investigators had asked neighbors for any video they might have to help the case. The sheriff department saying they're aware. Authorities trying to piece together the puzzle of what happened to Nancy and answer the many questions that still remain. Many of them on the minds of Savannah's loyal viewers who have flooded us with questions since Nancy went missing.
now
One of the biggest, how did the suspect get
I got frustrated last night. I did an upload video. Y'all, this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all got to get y'all membership. It ain't but $3.99, because sometimes I don't want to come here. I want to go into meeting just with the members, okay? Because it's a lot that can be said that is not said on air right here, okay? Yeah, we the real deal over here. Yeah, we the real deal. Okay.
into Nancy's home? We've asked the sheriff that.
My thing is the question that I have, and nobody, the media hasn't answered the question, is, and the sheriff has not answered the question. He don't want to answer this question. How did the kidnapper enter the house? Why it's so hard to tell us how did he get inside the house? Why he won't tell us that? That's right, Queen. You better tell them. We keep it real. We keep it real with these crime, y'all. But how in the world did the man get in the house? How did the lady get in the house? How did the group get in the house? How did they get in the house to get Miss Nancy? He's not going to answer that question. Man, you is so funny. Okay, that's your guess is through the garage. Man, that's one thing about the real deal over here. We're not gonna bash nobody opinion. We just gonna try to work with your opinion. How did they get in the garage? Now you got to tell us, since you say your guess is the garage, how did they get in the garage? See, to get in my garage, you have to have a key. And on the two people, we have the key to my, the key on the keypad. My ID is my son. How did they get in the garage? So you can't say something and don't know how to answer it. If he got in that garage, he had to know. She had to know that code to get in the garage. I think the kidnapper went down this chimney. Queen, come on, let's be serious now. Come on now. Stop now. I'm trying to be serious. We're not doing comedy right now. Okay, let me answer. Hold on. Let me answer the baby question. I'm for real though. I need you when I'm telling jokes, not when I'm not telling jokes. Now look, go back to what Nuto said. When she came home, Nuto said that she could have came in the garage. Okay, I said, well, how did she get in the garage? Nuto said that when she came home and drove the car in, she didn't drive the car in. Y'all got, if you don't know nothing about the case, follow the case. Just go back and look at all the videos that I put out there, okay? If you don't know nothing about the case, just be quiet. Because it's no use of running your mouth when you're wrong like that. Okay, I'm not going to deal with you right now. I'm going to put you in the back of my class because No, I'm not. I want you to do just listen. I ain't gonna put you in the back of the class. I want you to listen, take notes. She did not drive no car in that garage. Hey, Carol, what's up? Okay. Okay. Let's get back into it. Now, please just tell me how that kidnapper got inside Miss Nancy's house. Miss Nancy have every security that she needs in her house to be an elderly lady. She have a alarm system, and she have doors that it's hard to get in her windows and her doors. How did they get in her house? No, oh no, no. See, there you go. There you go. Baby, calm down. Can I have my content, please? And just listen. I'm answering your question. Come on, baby. I don't do that. I don't argue or nothing. Say you, Quinn, say he heard the kidnapper visit the resident twice. The footage of him at the door. Yeah, that's what they telling us. And I said that at the very beginning. It was two different pictures. When I try to speak on the two different pictures. Side and door. You know what, Susan? I like that clue. I think she did have a slide door. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Let's get back into our content. New talk, no. Don't tell me how to be on my channel, okay? I'm answering your question, okay? You can consider it how you want to consider it, but if you sensitive, this is the wrong place to be because we keep it real on this channel, okay? But you're using the wrong words, so you got to watch the words that you saying words that you don't know what you're talking about. That is speaking their opinions. Now, I was trying to help you out by speaking your, telling them what you was trying to say. It's some people talking to me, Nuto. I think they waited for her to return and not Nancy. It was her son-in-law. The son-in-law dropped her off. He let up the garage. My main thing is, how did they get in that house? How did the kidnappers get into Miss Nancy's house?
Several times. It's one of the things he just won't answer. How do you think the suspect got into the home? Was the door unlocked? Did they have a key?
So I'm not going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry.
Why is it so difficult for him to answer that question? Why he won't answer the question? Why? He act like if he answered the question how the kidnapper got in the house, we can already figured it out. That's what they need to do. Stop playing hide and go seek, Annie. Why he don't want to tell us? Why he don't want to tell us how did the kidnapper got in the house? I'm sick of him now. Now calm down, Lanita. Calm down. I'm just sick of him. I'm sick of him.
Suspicions.
The sheriff also...
He won't answer the question.
I'm going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry, or my suspicions.
The sheriff also won't say...
See? Go back to here, y'all. I don't like why is it difficult for him to, if he tell us how the kidnapper got in their house, it's gonna tell on somebody in the family. It's no way. There's a lot of people saying that someone see, people got to understand, people are not saying that it's Nancy and her sister and her brother. They saying that it's some family members know about it, but if they're gonna, that's what some people are saying. Why is it difficult for him to tell us how the kidnapper got in the house. If he tell us how the kidnapper got in the house, then it's going to point fingers. That's what's going to happen. It's going to point fingers, in which it's already pointing fingers.
Door unlocked? Did they have a key?
So I'm not going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry, or my suspicions.
The sheriff also won't say if any blood was found inside the house, where the unknown...
Why he won't tell us things that we can do to investigate this? He's a sheriff, y'all. Police deal with crimes every day. The FBI deal with crimes every day. Y'all don't. They do. They are professional in their area. He knows everything. He can't tell us. He's not allowed to. He knows. But he can't tell. He can't tell us. He knows. He's a sheriff. Stop taking up for them. They doing their job. Like my job was to take care of them kids at their school while them parents at work. I'm supposed to be able to tell them parents something. That's my field. So his field is his field. I stop feeling sorry for these people on their job when they ain't doing their job right. He knows. But he just can't tell us. Two-minute thing or pointing to tomato. Right, Susan. It's just pointing.
Mixed DNA was found at the property, or what other evidence they've sent out for testing, and if anything other than Nancy was taken from the home.
When you're transparent, it doesn't mean you just open your whole investigation up.
As for...
But why not? You don't have to open up the whole investigation, but you can at least tell the people. Usually, when you cover a case on the news, they'll say that the criminal got in the front door, the back door, the window was cracked, or something. It was the window garage were open. The garage didn't come down. It was left open. The front door was open. The window was cracked. We don't know how these people got inside Miss Nancy's home. If you tell us that, then we can figure the case out. Was it somebody staying in the home? Was somebody already in the home? When did they get in the home? Days that were they already living in the home and Miss Nancy didn't know it? He got to tell us more than that, y'all. I'm not giving up on Miss Nancy, and I'm gonna think like I'm thinking out the box.
For the current state of the case, one of you asked, what does it mean that the home is being given back to the Guthrie family? Former FBI Special Agent Brianna Fox says it's a standard part of the investigative process.
Okay, now they about to give the house over to Nancy Guthrie family. What is that telling y'all? It's telling me that they have gotten everything out the house that they need to get out the house to start a grand jury. And we ain't gonna hear about the case like D4VD Celeste Rivas case. It just disappeared. We doing the same thing we doing now with Miss Nancy Guthrie case. But they engaged and involved the whole universe. Everybody know, I just know Nancy through, not Nancy, but Savannah through Today's Show. She been on there over 12 years. I used to watch them people early in the morning, going to work, put on my clothes. So, why Savannah family? Okay.
They feel like they've exhausted it in terms of every single piece of DNA, every single fiber, every single video camera.
Another question, do they have any credible new leads? Authorities haven't said, but since that emotional video from Savannah announcing a $1 million reward for information that leads to finding Nancy,
someone out there knows something.
Hundreds.
And that's the wrong button. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. That's something I've been saying from the beginning of my presentation, is that the family don't know who the people are but the people know who they are. But I don't know. I'm trying to get into my main thing. I just this happened. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get frustrated with this case, but
New tips have flooded in. Authorities still going through them as everyone continues to search for answers.
you got $1 million first most. The only thing that the kidnapper wanted was $50,000. The FBI had $50,000, but they didn't want the FBI money. Why didn't they get the $50,000 from Nancy? Not Nancy, for Savannah family. They could have gave it to him. Why did the kidnapper work his way like this, y'all? Why did he run to? When you see somebody running, taking the matter to TMZ, that means it's like, oh, you so smart, you know everything. But this is one case that you ain't figured out. Figure this out. I want you to figure this case out, TMZ. Harvey, y'all know all the answers, so get it right. Hey, baby, and they ain't got it right yet. There's no negotiation. Now you got too much money out there. You got $1 million out there. But you don't have no ransom person no more. And they are not negotiating with these people. They don't pushed away from this case. Or are they going to come in when they get quiet?
There have been overwhelming messages of support from viewers and Nancy's community. Everyone hoping Savannah's plea will be answered.
Help us bring our beloved mom home.
And another question that we've got is about staffing. What we know is that there are still scores of agents that are working this case, many of them boots on the ground here in Tucson. But a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that they're also now centering some of them out of the FBI field office in Phoenix. This by no means suggests that they are giving up on this case. They say this is just where their investigators can best hunker down, analyze intel, go over all of that evidence, including the thousands of hours of video footage. An FBI official says that they have to watch every single piece of video in real time. Guys.
Yeah, Liz, thank you. I mean, thanks so much.
Yeah, this is Savannah crew. This is her crew right here. This is her show. She the co-host. This is her show. I don't know. Wow.
Or at least there's another little piece of the puzzle. But
It makes you wonder what the FBI can do. You know, one of those cars, there was multiple. Sure. It was around 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's certainly suspicious.
But I think you also made a good point with the announcement of that reward. Maybe that did encourage some folks to go back and look at video they may have or something that seemed a little off. Maybe that will encourage more people to
do you guys ever sit here and think, I was just sitting here just in the middle of that piece thinking, I cannot believe it's been almost a month since
Right.
he's gone, sitting right here in this seat, and we just hope and pray that we'll keep the prayers coming, and we hope Savannah.
This is we don't have a body. We don't have we have a rewards, but we doesn't have a, where's the ransom person? And let me see what they got here. Let me see what they got right here, y'all. Let's see what Good Morning is saying. Let's see what they saying right here. I'm about to show that right now. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I just feel for Savannah. Our family. Let's see what today say.
A possible new lead in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie?
Hopefully this is going to find her. I don't know. Dan Bowens, what do you know? Could it help crack the case? Well, we hope so, Rosanna and Jerry. There's been no shortage of tips, tens of thousands, in fact, but investigators say meaningful leads, they've been hard to come by, even after the family offered that $1 million reward earlier this week. Now, there is a new video that could provide a fresh clue. Let's take a look. The images here, obtained by Fox Digital. A Ring doorbell camera about 2 miles from Guthrie's Arizona home captured several cars that were passing through the area that same night.
Yeah, they said several cars. Well, we knew from the beginning that it was one person. Because I could tell the way the dude walked up to the house and showed his, his weapon and his pants. The first thing I said was, what is that? In his pants. I didn't know it was, I can't say the word, but I know that I didn't know it was that until later in the investigation. But when he walked up on the porch, he showed his, pen where he, like somebody else is behind this. Is somebody watching him? I don't know, these folks playing game, boy.
Night that she disappeared. Investigators say at least 12 vehicles drove by between midnight and 6 a.m.
Now that go back to what you said. Let me go back. Donna. That go back to what Donna said. There was more than one car. They counted about 12 cars. 12 cars going up and down that street. So that go back to what I was telling y'all when the dude was at that porch picking that grass up out the floor. I asked y'all, I see those car lights. Y'all was not you all. Y'all wasn't saying it because y'all got sense to know it was some cars out there. Now it's answering my questions. Those look like car lights. It's because those houses are separated apart. I knew those was car lights because I know car lights when I see car lights. So now everything coming in place. They saying 12 cars. Those if it's 12 cars, how many people in the house? And why are they in Miss Nancy's house? And if Miss Nancy on the internet and she don't know what she doing on that internet, and she is sending money on the internet, that could be anyone. That could be anyone. She an older lady and somebody ripping her off on the internet.
February 1st, with some seen around 2:30 a.m., right around the time the 84-year-old's pacemaker last synced with her phone. Now, the Pima County Sheriff's Department says it is aware of the video and is taking steps to review it. Unclear if they knew about it before or if it's something they're just now seeing. Maybe they can slow down those images, possibly to get any kind of details from those vehicles as they drive by. Something we'll find out. Well, with a lack of physical evidence, many investigators will also now be focusing on digital clues like cell phone data.
They're obviously looking for pattern of behavior. What is normal? What was in that area?
And you know what, y'all got to get y'all membership. Y'all got to get y'all membership because sometimes I want to talk to you all about the case and the certain things that I can say with us in our little membership area. We can talk like we want to talk. But I want to thank y'all for the prizes, everything that y'all donating and everything. But please get your membership, $3 membership, because we need to talk behind the scene. We can't talk about everything right here. Okay? We can talk in the membership area. We can talk. Get your membership. I just don't like talking on here like that.
During the time when Nancy was kidnapped, all of those things come to play. Now, if the person prepped, they wouldn't ping that tower. But if they went ahead of time and scoped it out or planned, they would have. And then you can also look for entry and exit and then proximity.
Thank you. Well, y'all, we got a member. We got our new member. Evelyn, hold on, y'all. I want to thank my new member, y'all. Y'all, come on now, members. Let's do this because we got to talk. We got to talk. We got to talk. Got a new member, Evelyn, and y'all. Thank you very much. Okay.
There's no doubt about it. Well, the FBI has received more than 23,000 tips since Guthrie's disappearance. More than 1,500 of those have come in since the family offered a reward of up to $1 million just this week, so more than 1,000 tips just this week. But in a sign things have slowed down a bit, officials acknowledge law enforcement no longer sees the need to seal off the family home as a possible crime scene or restrict the family from entering. In other words, they've already gathered all the evidence they think they can from the house. So it will now be returned to the Guthrie family. Also, according to reports, new parking restrictions.
So what they did, y'all, they gave what we covered today. They did get the family back their home. They through with investigating at their house. So to cover what we went over today, we talk about the kidnapper and his decision making. What was his decision to do? What were his plans? When you make a decision, you have to think that decision out, right? Okay, to make a decision, you have to come up with a plan first. That decision, what you plan on doing. Now, the pattern and the data matter in this case. Yeah, this is a very sad case, and it's a sad case because we got to help our elderly people. We got to find our elderly people and our kids, these children. Okay, this is a sad case because it's somebody's mother. Okay, what happened to the negotiation? What happened? They end up with more money than they didn't want in this case. They end up with more money in this case that they didn't want no $1 million in this case. It seems like somebody, if you just want $50,000, you sound like a broke mother sucker. Because then if you got a group of people, $50,000, if that's all y'all want, Jesus, y'all could have got $50,000 from Miss Nancy. So the decision of this person who's supposed to be a ransom person, supposed to be a kidnapper. What happened? Okay. Why did they use TMZ? Then we also talk about the perpetrator. What the perpetrator wanted. The perpetrator wanted the money. If you give me the money, I give you your mama. Okay. The family got millions of dollars. They could have been got the money from the mom, from the children. The brother got the job, the retired job. The sister don't retire. Her husband got some money. Everybody got money in here. So why you didn't just get the $50,000? Let them give you the $50,000, but they don't know if you got their money. Nobody about to see you no money, and they don't know if you got their mama or not. You got to let me see a video of my mama alive before I send you $50,000. The FBI deal with this every day, y'all. This is not nothing new for the FBI, so they know what they doing. Okay. They want to, when you kidnap someone, you need to think that they want a quick resolution. They want something quick. Giving the money, I don't want the money, and you have your mama. Something happened to Miss Nancy, allegedly. And the reason why something happened to Miss Nancy is what Savannah saying. I'm going by what Savannah said. Her last plea was, it's like her mom is gone. She might be gone. She this and that. She made me feel so sorry for her. She was like her mom might be gone already. Now, if she feels that way, the kidnapper know they not gonna get no money. The kidnapper, thank you, Holly. Thank you for the gift. The kidnapper know they ain't gonna get no money. Think about it, y'all. If I think that my mama gone, I give you the money. The money out there to keep the case open. I paid you $1 million. Y'all better keep my case open. You have to keep cases open to keep it from being cold, y'all. Keep it from being cold, a cold case. You got to put that money out there, and that's what Savannah is doing. She's doing a good job. The family is doing a good job. They are doing what they supposed to do, y'all. And that's what we talked about today. That is exactly what we talked about today. Somebody has information to solve this crime. But since if something happened to Miss Nancy, they saying to themselves, what the use of us solving it? Well, they want their mom so they can bury their mom. Is she in water? Thank you, Highlander. Is she in water somewhere, where's their mom? They just want the mama. You can have the money. You can have the money. Just tell me, can I come pick where I can come pick my mama up? So I don't care if the mama turn into dust or bone. Show me where my mama is so I can go bury my mama and live in peace. I think her family knows exactly what happened to her. And then y'all got to understand why people saying that they know, that they think that her family knows. The reason why people think that the family knows is because, why do you think that the family knows, Holly, what happened to their mother? I think that the family don't know. I think that the family have suspicious. I think that Nancy's, right, something fishy. Nancy, not Nancy, I keep saying Nancy, but Savannah, I think Savannah has an idea of what's going on. Let's say that, y'all, we got an idea of what, okay, the real deal over here think that the family has an idea of what's going on. Savannah has an idea of what's going on, but she just don't know who did it. So that's what you're saying, Holly. But if they owe money, why they owe money and she rich? Savannah is rich. Her husband is rich. Owe money who? Who owe money? So I would say that they are suspicious. The family is suspicious of who doing this, but they don't know who is doing this. They just, Savannah seemed to me when she speak like she's suspicious. And then what tripped me out is when I'm not saying it's true, but it's just a coincidence that the silent of the lamb. I just put out a video. Y'all, when I upload a video, please go and look at the video. That's how come I want y'all to get y'all membership so we can talk behind the scene. This is about business. This is about business. You right, Chip. This about business deal. But who business? It's not Savannah. So we got to talk, y'all. We got to talk. We got to talk. Because somebody has information to solve this crime. Things are not adding up. It's someone they know. See, that's what we just said. So Rebecca, we are saying the same thing over and over and over. And y'all, in the reason why people, I think that the family is suspicious. They suspicious to me that they know who it is. I'm not gonna say that the family knows. I'm gonna say Savannah is suspicious about who she think is behind this, but she don't know who got her mom. But y'all heading up the right road. Y'all got every right to feel this way, to think this way. Everything y'all saying is right. I think that Savannah is suspicious who this person is. I think Savannah is suspicious now since she talked to the community, to the TV the other day. She kind of felt that her mom is in heaven. She in heaven with her brother, sister, and everything. Yeah, she already said that. Savannah already said that. She up there with her mom. She up there with it. And then all of a sudden, now they don't close the house down. And they getting the house back to the mom. It's going to end just like that, y'all. My Rebecca, sometimes I have to step away from the case and do uploads. Because I don't like how this case is going. I don't. First, it's just how it started. You know, we've been doing the case since a month. And how it came out, it was a trip. It didn't make sense. Because the first thing that makes sense is, why are you negotiating? Why are you going through TMZ? Why? Crypto. Then you got Savannah missing. She mentioned in her first plea, her second, but I think her third plea was the silence of the lamb message. The way the senator was asking for her daughter back. Savannah said something similar to what the senator saying. Is telling me that, are they dealing with somebody who deal with a community? They go back to what her name Chip said. It could be a business deal, not with Savannah though, but to go back to me, the sister write books. Okay, she write novels, she write poetry. Why did they give her a scripture, a verse out of Silence of the Lamb to say about her mom missing? But Andy would not answer any of why her mother and her. I didn't know nothing about her mom, but we're fighting her and her mom. Hey, Barbara. The parents are, yeah, these folks rich. These people rich. But my thing is, listen to this. Savannah read, she spoke, getting her mama back like the lady of the, like the senator inside Silence of the Lamb. She plead for her daughter. The way she plead for her daughter inside of the Lamb, that's the way Savannah's pleaded. Now, that go back to Trump. Trump said he liked the dude played inside of the Lamb. Why is Silence of the Lamb is coming up? Was it somebody said something that they wasn't supposed to say? Did somebody say something that they supposed to keep silent? And if they didn't keep silent, it is this what everything adds up, y'all. Everything adds up. But it's y'all got to put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. And they don't want you to figure it out, okay? I read that Nancy worked for the Department of Justice at one time. See, Angela, we don't even know what's going on. That's right, what you just said. My very suspicious. This is someone who really knows this. Somebody who really knows his family. What's the Epstein? And you know what, Holly? I've been trying to talk about that Epstein files, but you got to be careful how you. I can't. It's so hard for me to talk to you about that file. Bill Gates. I upload a video. See, we got to have that membership. Y'all got to get your membership, because in your members group you can say what you want to say, but right here I can't. But we can talk about the Epstein away from the public. But y'all, it's so much going on. You got to get your membership, y'all. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it away from everybody else. I can't even talk to y'all about Bill Gates. See, Bill, I don't even want to talk about him right now in Nancy Guthrie case. Because it's a law to be, I don't want to talk about it. I want to stay focused on the content. I got to. But I love y'all. I will be back. I will be back. I got to take a break because I'm kind of exhausted, because I know Miss Nancy probably in heaven, and but that's not my job to put that out there. What her name, Savannah, really put it out there, but she didn't put it out there. Okay, so I love y'all. I'm out.